Hi there, I'm Kody from Percipient, and today we'll be looking at the order entry module within Sage Intacct. Order entry is designed to manage the full sales lifecycle from the initial quote through to fulfillment, invoicing, and revenue reporting if it's relevant. So what I want to show you today isn't just how to raise a sales order. In most organizations, sales don't happen as a single event. They move through stages. Your sales team generates your quotes, operations deliver goods or services, finance invoices the customer, and leadership needs that visibility throughout. Without a connected system, those stages often live in separate tools, emails, or spreadsheets, which makes it difficult to track commitments, delivery status, and future revenue. Sage Intacct brings that entire process together into a single structured workflow. So I'll walk through that journey step by step so you can see how it supports real operational processes, not just accounting. Right now, we're on my order entry dashboard. So like other areas of Intacct, this can be tailored to show metrics relevant to your role. For example, you can see I've got open quotes, outstanding orders. You can also see invoiced revenue and customer activity. So this provides a live operational snapshot of sales activity, not just the historical financial data. So let's start at the beginning, which is the quote stage. So if we just navigate to the order entry module, quotes are typically created by sales or account teams when engaging with customers. Instead of preparing documents offline, they can enter everything directly into the system. The user will select the customer, which automatically pulls through key information, such as billing details, delivery contacts, payment terms, tax rules, and also pricing agreements. Next, items are added to the quote. These items could represent physical products, professional services, subscriptions, packages or bundles, one-off charges. You can see I've got quite a lot in here. Because the system is item-based, pricing calculations happen automatically. Quantity, unit prices, discounts are all applied without manual intervention. But if you do want to manually go in and change that, that is absolutely possible as well. I'll change this to 2. Users can also attach supporting documents such as proposals, contracts, or specifications, and you can also add internal notes. That information stays within the transaction throughout its life cycle. So a software company, for example, might quote for implementation services, annual licenses, and training sessions, whereas a distributor might quote for product quantities with delivery timelines. Capturing quotes in the system, even if they're not immediately accepted, provides visibility into pipeline value, improves that forecasting accuracy. If the quote is accepted, it can be converted directly into a sales order without rekeying that data, maintaining accuracy and saving time. We can also integrate to third-party systems that can bolster this process. So once the customer commits, the quote becomes a sales order. So you can see here, actually, I have a large list of transaction definitions that I've created for relevant areas of my business. In this case, my sales order represents the formal commitment to deliver goods or services. It bridges that gap between sales activity and operational delivery. If I press view, all of the details from that quote flow through automatically. Customer information, items and quantities, pricing and discounts, even delivery instructions, and all of the dimensions that are relevant, so department or project, for example. What this means is users don't need accounting knowledge to create accurate orders. Items are already mapped behind the scenes to revenue accounts and reporting structures. So an example of this is you can see here that I have a manufacturer that we create orders for products to be assembled and shipped. So we've got diaries, briefcase. A hospitality group, for example, might raise a sales order for a corporate event booking. Professional services might raise an order for project work to be delivered on time. Sales orders provide visibility of committed revenue before invoicing. This helps finance teams forecast cash flow and helps operations plan capacity. Pricing in organizations is simple. So Sage Intacct supports multiple pricing models. We have standard price lists. We also have customer-specific pricing, contract pricing. There's also volume discounts, promotional pricing, and bundled. So these rules can be applied automatically based on the customer and the item selected, and additional charges such as shipping, handling, or surcharges can also be calculated automatically using, for example, a wholesale customer might receive a 15% discount across the product line. Maybe a long-term client has a fixed pricing agreed for a contract period, or a SaaS company might charge monthly fees plus implementation costs. Automated price lists reduce that manual override, prevent errors, and ensure consistency across your teams. Order entry is workflow driven rather than transaction driven. So you can see here, it's sort of a typical life cycle. You've got quotes, order, shipping or fulfillment, invoicing, and either credits or returns. So each stage can be converted from the previous one without rekeying information. So you can see this is converted. This maintains accuracy and ensures a clear audit trail. To view the audit trail, for example, we just press into one of these transactions. More actions, view audit trail. Different organizations can follow different workflows. So some might invoice immediately, some bill after delivery, some use milestone billing, some sell subscriptions over time. So Sage Intacct provides standard workflows that work out of the box, but these can be configured with an advanced workflow to match how your business operates. So choose a workflow that reflects real operational steps, not just your accounting preferences. Once the order is confirmed, the next stage is fulfillment. So for physical goods, this may involve shipping products to the customer. For services, it might represent delivery of work or completion of milestones. Delivery documents can be generated to confirm what is actually being fulfilled, and partial fulfillment is also supported. If only the part of an order is delivered, for example, the system will track what's remained. Once our goods or services have been delivered, or when the billing criteria has been met, invoices can be generated directly from the system. We go to our print or email documents. Invoices inherit all the details from the order. So that includes your items and your quantities, prices and your discounts, customer details, and tax calculations. Posting an order entry invoice automatically creates the corresponding accounts receivable transactions for collections and reporting. So you can see here now, invoices can be printed or emailed by using branded templates, which ensures consistent communication with customers. I can add those individual emails in. It is important at this point to distinguish the difference between order entry and accounts receivable. Order entry manages sales lifecycle, items, quantities, pricing, deliveries, workflow. Accounts receivable focuses on the financial transactions, so invoices, payments, balances, collections. Using order entry upstream gives visibility before revenue hits the ledger, whilst AR manages that financial outcome. You can also see we can have recurring transactions in there, which really helps in terms of common types of billing. And because the entire life cycle is captured in one system, reporting becomes far more powerful. So you can actually see your customer aging. If I open that up as a graph, that's what you have set in the system. We also have sales recurring, shipment history. What it means is that reports can be broken down by any dimension, location, department, product line, project, or customer. So this provides both the operational insight and financial forecasting for best capability. What this can also do is help you monitor committed but not yet invoiced revenue. It helps avoid surprises and supports better planning. For organizations delivering services or subscriptions over time, there is an additional module which can link into order entry. So instead of recognizing revenue immediately, Sage Intacct can defer revenue and recognize it according to predefined schedules. So each item can be configured with deferred revenue account, recognition rules, time-based schedules. So when an invoice is posted, the system automatically creates the required schedules and journal entries. Software license recognized monthly, or a maintenance contract recognized over 12 months. Automated revenue recognition ensures compliance with the accounting standards whilst eliminating manual spreadsheets and adjustments. And I'll show you here, open this up so you can see what the schedules look like. This is currently on hold. It's scheduled 50. We put this at a recognition method as straight line. We've also got a template for this as well. So it means that with those schedules, it will always fit into the format that's relevant. And you can see down now any notes or memos, the schedule entry is due to go, which really does remove any of that manual process. Again, this is an additional module. So if it's not relevant, obviously you wouldn't need to put that in, but it's just something to understand about the software. But to bring everything together, Sage Intacct Order Entry supports the full quote to cash process in a single connected system. Quotes can capture potential business, sales orders formalise commitments, fulfillment commits delivery, and invoicing records revenue. Reporting provides that visibility throughout. And because everything is item-based and workflow driven, accuracy is maintained without relying on manual calculations or disconnected systems. The result is a sales process that is controlled, scalable, and transparent, supporting both operational teams and finance. If you would like to explore how this could be configured for your organization's specific sales model, please reach out to the team.